For several years, the Xbox platform has been playing catch-up to the massively successful PlayStation. The mistakes of the Xbox One in hardware and games have put them in a position for a well-needed comeback. Now with the Xbox Series X and major game changes, the all-new Xbox is poised to not only come back, but maybe take next generation as a surprising market leader. This is Colteastwood. Thank you for checking in. Today we are going to briefly discuss the PlayStation report from the perspective of Xbox on the front lines for the new console launch. This should be a short video, so hit the like and subscribe if you appreciate the content and enjoy the footage, and keep an open mind because a ton of stuff for us as gamers is about to change. For over a year, as next generation begins to build hype, most of us believe that Sony is preparing the PS5 for market at $400 US in 2020. Inversely, the new Xbox Series X is likely priced at $100 more than the new PlayStation due to the claims of being the fastest and the most powerful console. Now, a new report prepares consumers for a $500 PS5 due to the high cost of RAM and storage memory. The next generation consoles are a much larger leap in tech and power than ever before, but Sony is desperately trying to keep the cost of the PS5 on store shelves below $500, and that just isn't possible. Sony does not want to be low on power and similarly priced to the Xbox, but it looks like right now they have no other choice. Add to this that Phil Spencer of Xbox said he feels sure that the Xbox won't be out of position by $100 against the next PlayStation. A shocking statement for PlayStation fanboys bred on the mantra that PlayStation sells the most consoles. Sony's chief executive officer, Kenichiro Yoshida, said that, quote, "The business should be judged by the number of active users, not the number of hardware units sold," end quote. This echoes what Xbox has been reporting for years. As the Xbox platform expanded to PC and widened their audience with Xbox Game Pass and the value in Xbox Live, Xbox has been leading the trend to count active users, and PlayStation is following yet again. Knowing that, as Jim Ryan of PlayStation said, quote, "No platform is guaranteed to repeat success," end quote. Sony has to keep the fight to continue the user base of PlayStation fans with a value-positioned PS5 and great offerings outside of just first-party games. Xbox has been leading the market with a powerful, fully featured console, their content on most powerful PCs, and the world's best controller on Xbox and PC with the all-new Xbox Elite controller. Xbox Game Pass has been lauded by the world's industry as the best value in gaming. OpenCritic has called it the service with the most high-rated games, and xCloud is already dominating the cloud streaming sensation with over 50 games and the best infrastructure of Azure across the globe, to which Sony PlayStation will soon be a paying customer. So how is the world's dominating market leader in gaming, the almighty PlayStation brand, timidly cowering behind the announcement of the new Xbox to speak up about the mysterious PS5? Sony openly admitted that they are literally waiting on Xbox to reveal the price of the Xbox Series X. Sony knows that launching a $500 or more console is not only a put-off for mass consumers, but slows the adoption rate of PS4 gamers perfectly happy with their current console. Xbox wants to keep current console owners and prospective new owners of the Xbox Series X by releasing some early games on both new and old hardware. This is widely criticized, as Xbox would, quote, "hold back advanced next-generation games by having to support hardware as old as the Xbox One." Turns out Sony is doing the exact same thing, as they said, quote, "Many of the games launched for the PlayStation 5 will be available to play on the predecessor's machine, also known as the PS4, end quote. We should expect some or many games on the PS5 to also see PS4 release versions, which is a natural motion with developers scaling down for older hardware just as they do for minimum spec PCs. PS5 hardware comes in at $450, which leaves very little room for additional retail markup to sell the console at a loss of $100 and offer it for $400. Even a $10 loss per unit can mean billions of dollars of revenue over the course of the opening years of the PS5, which cannot be made up by more active users. Even Microsoft and the Xbox, being in a trillion-dollar company, cannot rely on the massive loss of revenue in the billions just to get more consoles on the market. Sony is following Microsoft here yet again and building up PSNow and PC releases to gain more active users on the PlayStation platform for the long run. Sony waiting on Xbox to reveal the price of the Xbox Series X means that they will have to wait until June E3 2020, where Microsoft typically announces the price closer to retail launch. But Xbox will reveal the full specs and console strategy in a briefing in April or May of this year ahead of E3. It seems that Sony has been whisper quiet about the PS5, hiding it behind a simple logo, months after the surprise reveal of the Xbox Series X at the Game Awards. This also supports the Xbox as the market leader, making a bold, aggressive stance for a whole new console generation. Xbox's marketing Aaron Greenberg said it felt great to be bold and strike first, and it shows a whole new Xbox that showcased dozens of new games at XO19 and is ramping up with new studios working on multiple games for next generation. Sony has said very little about the PS5, waiting for Xbox to strike again first, knowing that the PS5 is likely less powerful and possibly priced at the same $500. Sony has to adjust their messaging to make sure the PS5 is appealing when it is usually cheaper than the Xbox. Of course, die-hard fans will buy each console no matter the price point, but Sony relies heavily on the casual market that drives some 80% of their market adoption. Those people who do not buy a PlayStation on the prospect of Spider-Man 2 or the next God of War, but the ones that buy games like FIFA and Call of Duty or Grand Theft Auto or Microsoft's Minecraft on PlayStation. Xbox has it right this time, with Xbox Game Studios making AAA games for the hardcore, casual games for the casual market, a broad-scope platform on console, PC, and xCloud for a global offering, and a whole new console set beating PS5 in power, and a Lockhart Xbox Series S model beating PS5 in price. Tying this all together with millions, if not tens of millions, enjoying Xbox Game Pass, the market leader is never guaranteed, and it certainly looks like PlayStation will see massive success either way, and will likely sell more PS5s than Xbox consoles. But the market leader, as it stands to unveil next generation, is clearly the Xbox platform, and starting right now, it only gets better. This is Colteastwood. Thank you so much for checking out this video. I'm linking my last two videos here at the end because they make a nice companion piece to what we discussed this week by Sony. And as an Xbox-centric content creator, I've seen the worst and the best of Xbox, and I'm on Twitter a lot, and I see this hive mind of PlayStation fans that truly believe there are no redeeming qualities or possibilities for Xbox right now. As an owner of both PS4 and Xbox One, I can tell you the ups and the downs of both, but I'm a little concerned for people that aren't enjoying their platform, or worse, not allowing others to like what they like. So don't be like that. Everything's changing right now for PlayStation and Xbox, and I think next generation will be so different, like totally different from what we've seen this entire generation. And really what that translates to be something better for everybody, no matter what platform you're on. If you agree or you just enjoyed this video, let me know by liking and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you that are dedicated enough to come back each week to watch my videos, consider supporting my content and work and the software I pay for monthly to produce these videos. Join the channel or the Patreon. The cost is less than some Taco Bell, and you'll get early access to videos before they go public, and probably maybe less diarrhea. Add me on Xbox Live and Twitter at Colteastwood. I'm nearing 10,000 followers on Twitter. You can message me there anytime. I answer those messages each week. But let me know if you think Xbox is going to lead the market and how consoles will move forward next generation. Let me know what you plan on getting first, the Xbox Series X or the PS5, or if you plan on getting both like I'm going to. And if you could just find it in your heart, please, as you talk to other gamers and have arguments and tell each other who's better than one another, please try to be constructive. And as I always say, be nice.